All Eyes on Earth. Scientists make discovery about the ancient pyramids, saying that it can focus energy through its chambers. They have found that the Great Pyramid of Giza is capable of creating pockets of higher energy in the inner chambers and in its base. So what they're saying is that they went out on a limb, made some assumptions about the physical properties of the pyramids, and this led them to discover that the pyramid can distribute electromagnetic fields inside the Great Pyramid in interaction with electrical waves. And due to this finding, they will be able to create and design nanoparticles which will be able to develop sensors and highly efficient solar cells. Now, how they were able to discover this is they began to take electromagnetic images of the frequencies emanating from the pyramid. To put this all into a common sense explanation, what they discovered, or what they've been known, and now they're finally disclosing, that the pyramid acts as many different facets. For one, it's a battery. Two, it's a transformer. And three, it also acts as a tuning fork. Now, the pyramids are made with at least three different types of stone. One, granite, quartz, and limestone. Now, the limestone acts as a covering or an insulator, like a rubber to a wire. And if you don't know what limestone is, all it is calcium carbonate. This is what lines the outside of the Great Pyramids. It's like the same materials in corals and reefs, fossilized. So this protects the inner layers of the pyramid. Now, the granite is where we start to get the interesting properties for it acting as a power plant or transformer, changing the light and electromagnetic frequencies on the outside into a higher frequency based on the infrastructure build of the inner chambers of the pyramids. I believe they chose granite because of its density and its ability to weather the energies and even time itself. Granite contains between 20 and 6% quartz, and at least about 35% of other materials or minerals. Another interesting property of granite is it holds a weak emission of a radioactive isotope, potassium-40. And also, some granites contain about 10 to 20 parts per million of uranium. Very small amount, but this mineral is able to harness radiation on a low scale. And the last and final, and it's kind of two in one, the quartz aspect that's inside the granite. And I all know, most of you know that we use quartz in our electronic devices to isolate, to transform and translate energy throughout the computer, and also use as storage. There's also stories about the Atlanteans using quartz to store information, healing, energy, using of lasers, which we use today, and also using them as capacitors. Quartz is an abundant mineral, mostly made of silicone, and they develop an electric potential and able to handle energies into making it an oscillator of energies. And you can pretty much find silicone all throughout society. We pretty much use it for everything. And interestingly enough, it's kind of the same design or idea Tesla had when the Tesla coils, but we're talking more on a global scale using unrefined materials instead of metal, having the ore and smoke, temper and shape. The antenna, we cut pieces of stone and rock out of the ground. Now this, of course, was made by a higher intelligence, or the intelligence of their time might have just been higher. And on the 5G video I created, showed that they were recreating this grid system to where all these pyramids were oscillating at a similar frequency, raising the planet energies from a red base or survival base to a higher frequency of dimension. Once the pyramid system failed, the earth slipped into an age of, I guess you would say, the Iron Age, an age of darkness, in theory. This is why they're trying to recreate, to raise the frequencies back to where they will be able to interact with the earth again. When I say they, the fallen ones, of course, and the sons of disobedience. But this is what they found, and this is what they're saying and coming out. If you notice, the earth changes, things are speeding up, picking up, energies are changing, earth is moving, shifting, volcanoes, earthquakes, following, whatnot. These are signs that things about to change. I believe there was an ancient story, it's an Atlantean story, said that the reason they fell was through the dark sorceries and rituals of the dark side were trying to bring up even more darkness. And they would have succeeded. Some kind of entity or guardian plunge I wouldn't say plunge, I would say he changed the flow of everything and reversed it, like a pole shift, or maybe a reversal of the poles, to where it sealed up that darkness. And things kind of had to restart. Earth was no longer on the same dimensional wave as it was, and it fell. But I believe this took place before, or it might have been the same time, might have been the same story, Atlantis fall, but I believe that came before the Noah's flood, or it might have been the same thing. Just speculation, idea of what's been going on or what's about to be reintroduced, and that way you can be informed and know all, so you can perceive and understand the coming changes. They're coming back. 70th generation has come, and their time is only a short. This is what I have on that. There will be more discoveries about the ancient pyramids and other sites starting to hit. Don't forget to check out the Antarctica series, because that plays a part in upcoming changes. And stay posted. Don't forget to check out the backup channel. All Eyes on Earth. Out.